Hello and welcome to Mr. Wilhelm's virtual presentation of an origami project. And as you can see, what we're going to be working on is a crane design. The last time we did this, we did a lotus design, and this one is slightly more complicated than that. However, it's still considered one of the easier origami designs. And perhaps you've seen these designs before. So what I'm going to do is just simply show you how to make one of these out of a square piece of paper. Hopefully you were able to get a square piece of paper from my classroom, colored paper. And so if you have that, go ahead and take it out. If you don't have it, if you forgot it, or if you mess up on this one and you want to start another one, or if you just want to do several of them, I'm going to show you how to make a square piece of paper from a piece of copy paper. So these little guys need to get out of our way right now. So they're going to fly off the paper, and then we'll get a piece of notebook paper. Well, no, excuse me, not notebook paper, but copy paper. And I'm going to show you how to make a quick rectangle, square. So as you can see, this is a rectangle, and I'm simply going to take my rectangle and I'm going to fold it the corner up to the side of my top side of my copy paper. Make sure that it matches from top to bottom. Make a sharp crease. You'll see that you have this little bit of space left over. You'll need a pair of scissors to cut that off. I don't have scissors handy right now, so I'm just going to fold it back so you can see. Okay, open it up, and there you have a square. Okay, so you can make as many squares as you want from a piece of copy paper. All right, so let's go ahead and begin using our colored paper, if you'd like. I'll go back with my yellow sheet. I think this is a nice, happy color, and in order to kind of create the ambiance, the mood that we're trying to set, I'm going to add a little music. Alright, so I'm going to break this down into small steps, nice and easy. We're just going to fold the paper, and it is just paper, so keep that in mind. Don't get stressed about it. Just enjoy the process. It'll last about 10 minutes. And if you mess up, you just stop the video. You can replay it. You can back it up. So that's the beauty of doing it this way. Origami is actually derived from two Japanese words, ori, which means folded, and kami, which means paper. And but many studies assert that origami was actually invented by the Japanese about 1,000 years ago, but may have its roots in China. Regardless, we're going to do this today because originally it was used as religious and ceremonial reasons, but it became so popular that a lot of people started using origami as decorative and artistic purposes instead, or in addition to. So let's go ahead and turn our paper straight up and down like so, and with the point straight up. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 4 simple folds, very simple. Okay, all you have to do is just make sure your folds are nice and creased and make sure that they touch each other. So we're going to start from the bottom and we're going to fold straight up, making sure the corner touches. Bring it together. And there is our first fold. Very simple, just a big triangle. Okay, I think you've mastered that. But we want our paper to have a little more flexibility for future folds, so I simply just want you to take that fold that you just made, turn it over, fold it again, but fold it in the opposite direction. And that's going to give your paper a little more flexibility down the road. All right, so there's our first fold. Let's turn it, excuse me, let's turn it this way. Let's fold it straight up again, and making sure the corners match. There you go. And again, I'm going to fold it in the opposite direction. Alright, so when you open it up, you'll notice that you have this crisscrossing line going across your paper, and we want to do that 2 more times, but this time we're going to turn it this way, just straight, just straight across the top, straight across the bottom, and we're going to bend our paper from the bottom to the top, Hold it down, make a nice sharp crease. Continue to fold it in the opposite direction so that you're folding it, giving that paper more ease to fold. Okay, we got one more fold to make. You'll notice we have this nice big triangle here. So the line goes vertical, and what we're simply going to do is go from bottom to top again. Some of you may say, remember from elementary school, so, oh, that's, fold it hot dog style, hamburger style. I mean, I never told my students to do that. It was always vertical or horizontal, and I never understood telling students how to fold it hamburger or hot dog. I just don't get it. It just makes you hungry. So last fold, just take this, turn it over like this, and there you go. So now when you open your paper up, you've got 4 triangles across the top, 4 triangles across the bottom. Go ahead and turn your paper so that it looks, so that the points are more vertical, straight up and down. And I want you to notice that if you take this side right over here, notice how it's folded like that, like so. This is called a mountain fold because it peaks up. It goes up like a mountain would. So we're going to fold this into a mountain peak, just like this. But we're also going to do the same thing on the exact corner on the opposite side and fold it into a mountain peak. So we have 2 mountain peaks opposite each other. Let's refocus that. There we go. Okay, 2 mountain peaks. There we go. That might help. Bring them together like this. Okay, there you go. Kind of an interesting shape right there. And then just simply push them together. And there you go. One of those deals where, wow, you sure did make that look simple. I mean, this is not the first time I've done this. I've done this several times. So just real quickly, just so you see, your paper's like this. Make a mountain fold, bring them together, fold them together like so, and there you have it. Okay? Now, you should have your paper turned so that where they all come together is at the top and the loose ends are on the bottom facing you. Okay, all those loose ends. So simply go to the left hand side over here, and I'm going to fold this corner over towards the center, and I'm going to line it up down that center ridge. Okay, we'll do the same thing to this side. And your paper should look like so. Okay, so there's this little triangle across the top, and what you want to do is you're going to fold it backwards. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to fold it backwards on the other side. Again, sharp crease, and the thicker the paper gets, the more you're going to have to press down and make it nice, and just put more pressure on it, just kind of work it so that it stays down. I'm going to flip it over like so. Okay, now this is somewhat of a tricky part, so all I simply want you to do is I want you to open it up like that. Okay, so now our paper looks like a diamond. Okay, and you have these 1, 2, 3, 4 elongated triangles. It opens up on the bottom. Okay, so you're going to take the first layer right here. I'm putting my finger right there to hold it down. I'm going to pull this up. See, I'm pulling it up. Creates a little pocket, and then I'm going to push it down. Like so. Okay, now let me show you that one more time. Okay, so here we go. There's our diamond shape. I'm going to pull up the first layer, pull it straight up, continue to pull it down towards the bottom of the paper, and the sides are going to come together, and you just continue to guide it down towards the bottom. And there you go. Okay? Now once you have this shape right here, simply take your paper and flip it over. Remember that triangle we folded down a minute ago? Take that triangle and point it back up. Okay, I'm going to take this corner, I'm going to fold it towards the center, run it down the ridge, middle of the ridge, and if you haven't figured it out already, we're doing the same thing on this side that we did on the other side. Make it nice and sharp. It's matching the other side. It goes like so. And there's my sharp crease. So now your paper looks like this. A little triangle right there. Okay. What am I going to do? I'm going to open it up. Open it up. Okay. I'm going to take that first layer right here. Okay. And I'm going to pull it up, fold it back just like the other side. Just like we did on the other side. Same exact thing. Very gently. Remember, it's just paper. Don't get frustrated with it. And then just ease it down, making sure your corners are nice and straight, nice and sharp. Just take a moment to ease them in there. And there you go. Look at that. Okay, so now we've created this elongated design. Okay, now on the bottom, this is one big triangle like this, but on the bottom you have these little split feet like so. Okay, you want to keep it like that. Okay, now here's what we're going to do next. We're going to take this corner, this right here, this little flap right here. See, I'm pulling it up, and I'm going to again fold it towards that middle ridge all the way down. Notice how it's coming to a sharp point. There we go. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Alright, look at that. We're getting close. Alright, I'm going to flip it over. The other side looks just like this. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. Folding this line, this over to here. And the same thing right here. Notice how hard I'm pressing down to make sure those creases are nice and clean and sharp. And this works real well for people. If you're one of those people who are very precise and exact, then origami is right up your alley. I love it. It's challenging sometimes. So here we go. So this is our design. Okay, still not quite a crane yet, but we're very close. Alright, notice this line right here. See that? We're going to take this leg right here. Well, actually it'll end up being a head or a tail eventually. And we're going to fold it up so that it angles in the same direction as this right here. So they're kind of parallel, as you can see. Alright, nice and sharp. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to angle it like so. So it's parallel. Press down really sharp. Alright, there we go. Okay. I'm going to fold them back down. And if you recall from our earlier conversation, we talked about mountain folds. Well, this right here, if you open it up, that is a valley fold because it goes down. Well, we want to take that valley fold and we want to turn it into a mountain fold. So you simply, take this, push it up like this, take your finger underneath it and start pushing it up. Takes a little bit of work, as you can see. You just kind of manipulate it a little bit. Once you kind of created, so you went from a valley fold, that was the valley fold, and then you are just rolling it back the other direction to create a mountain fold. So now it angles up, and I'm going to take it now and pull it up, pull that mountain fold up so that it slides right in between those two wings, which is what that's going to be. Okay, so there's our mountain fold. It's a mountain fold now. It's in between the two wings, and we have what's going to be either our head or our tail. Now we're going to do the same exact thing to this. So if you didn't catch on the first time, you get to see it all over again. Open it up, and you can see there's your valley fold. Take your valley fold, flip it around so that it becomes a mountain fold all the way down. There we go. Just start with one end and then work your way all the way down. Okay, once you get here, it starts sliding in between that wing. I think you're seeing it come together now. Okay, so our head, we'll call this the head. Notice how it's a mountain fold and it slides in between the two wings. Same thing here. Okay, and what we want to do next is we're going to create a head. So let's take this. This looks like it could be the head. I'm going to point it down. Instead of a mountain fold, I'm going to turn it back into a valley fold right there. Okay, there's my head. Got it? Look at that. And as you can guess, we only have two folds left, and that would be to bring the wing down. Let's bring the wing down like this. Look at that. Flip it over. Let's fold the other one so it looks just like the one on the other side. And now what we have is a crane, our origami crane. The only thing is it's a very flat origami crane, so I'm going to bring the wings out. And there we go. Look at that. Pretty impressive. Now the body's kind of skinny and you can leave it like that certainly, but if you want to, you can always do things like you could add more folds to it. You could, you know, make those mountain folds if you want to kind of create a little extra dimension to it. You could fold these down if you want to so that they look like they're bent a little bit, like they're in flight. You can kind of see, you know, how you can change that up a little bit. You could also take the body and you could pull the body out. Look at that. Now we got a big bird. Look at that. So here's your origami project. I hope yours turned out as well. Squawk, squawk, squawk. So there's one. And we'll bring the rest of his buddies over here. Everybody will say hello. Hey, hey, we got bunches of them. We have a whole flock of them. Look at that. Yay. So see, you can have a whole lot of fun with this. And you can do some cool decorations. Where's that go? That looks like that goes to a good spot. Look at all those origami cranes. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll look forward to seeing you Wednesday. Make sure that you bring this because you will get credit for having done this, and if you don't bring it, you won't get credit. So I look forward to seeing you, and take care.